What up, y'all? So, my nigga Space on here. He just got a phone call, so he'll be back. But yeah, we doing the story time, guys. Is it already too late to stream? Let me know. Yeah, I can't tell. I'm sitting down right now. Yeah, I cannot tell. I'm sitting down right now, but y'all cannot see the lower half of my body for a reason. But I'm on stream trying to get my mind off stuff. So we gonna do a story time. You feel me? If y'all want, y'all can come on here, click that link in the bio or in the description. Come talk to me, while I do this story time. Ask me questions live. These fruit snacks suck. I should have got the Welch's. What's up, Brenda? Hey, Brenda, come on here. I need to talk to you. It's important, for real. Click that link in the description. Let me shit so. Hmm. There go Chris. What's up, my boy? Chris. Well, when Chris pop up and Brenda, come on here. What? We gonna start the story time. So we gonna talk about this story. How
There we go.
oh, nigga, you scared the shit out of me. That just boom,
My bad, bro. Damn, this shit
boom,
tweaking. My
nigga.
phone tweaking, bro.
Yeah, I kind of noticed because you kept coming in and coming out. Pause.
Yeah, man. That gon' joint. That gon' completely drop the whole internet on my cell phone drop. So I down
Mm.
reset the started back, try to join back in. Well, it was tweaking again. So then I cut it off, cut it back
You see,
on. Internet wouldn't come back up again. I'm like, dang, man.
you seen my homie was on here.
You said what?
Did you see my homie was on here when I added you? Or you
Yeah,
couldn't see
FA.
him? Yeah.
I couldn't see him, but I saw the name.
Oh, okay. Because I was seeing if it loaded for you. Because if it loaded for you, then it was me going in and out that probably fucked it up. But if if you
Shit, my
couldn't see
internet
like
stopped working anyways.
yeah, because I was gonna say if it was you couldn't see nothing. I'm busy real quick. We'll hop on in a few minutes. All right, Brenda. There you go, Chris. There go
Brenda, Brenda.
your baby love. Your
That's your baby love. That's my homie. That's the
That's my
homie.
homie too. She don't like me. Shit.
You know she come on the show for hot boy.
Yeah, she. I mean,
Hot boy on
she cool
fire.
with me, but shit, she don't like me. She said she hate me.
Damn.
No, I'm playing. That nigga said, damn.
Damn.
But nah, see, look, we doing this story time, man. About, I was gonna do it about, what the title was about, damn, what is the title? It was, story time about getting out
Getting
of
out of
jail.
jail, sir.
I don't even want to do that shit no more. I don't even want to talk about jail right now. So we gonna do the first time. Nah, the time I nutted the farthest.
What the fuck is that? Oh my god. Pause, my nigga. Pause.
But I mean, shit.
Oh
I feel like
shit.
they'll be more interested to be these people. So fuck it. So this happened. This just so happened. I was in jail when this shit happened. No homo. Like it sound bad until you hear the story. And so
Damn.
I'm in jail, and when I'm in this jail, this is like the jail where you can't bond out of this one. Like to bond out, you gotta go
This
to the
is like
other. You gotta go to the facility where you got booked in at. This
the
is the facility where they hold people at. Like after you get your sentence, this is where you go after when you get your sentence. So I'm in there, and this jail is like a bird cage. It's like when you get in the cell, it's a door right in front of that. That's another cell door. So just in case you get out of that one, you can't get out that second one. And there's guards roaming around the whole time, even when you sleep. So I had this one lady guard, and she was an older lady. Like she was I probably say like late 30s, early 40s. And when I
How old
was
was you
in
at the time?
21, 21, yeah.
Okay, okay.
So I'm in there, and I had a lot of respect in this jail just because I was ready to start uh, a war over law and order. So, and not just a war with just anybody. I was ready to start a war with the Mexicans over the TV on law and order. So it's 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna let y'all know where it led into that. So it's 10 o'clock in the morning. We have breakfast at 6. So at 6 in the morning after breakfast, they turn the TV on. But after breakfast, everybody go back to sleep until, you know what I mean, like lunch and shit. Lunch is at 10. So everything is like 6 hour intervals. So we eat, no, we eat breakfast at 4. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say 6. We eat breakfast at 4. We eat lunch at 10. We eat dinner at 4. So everything is 6 hours away. So we got done with breakfast, and everybody went to sleep except for me and like 4 Mexicans at the time. So, but they was on their bunk and shit. Like when I said everything's like a bird cage, all of our beds is double is bunk beds, and they lined on the wall. So it's 24 beds. Well, 24 bunk beds, so it's 48 beds total. And it was only 3 really I'll say total it was 7 black people. It was 4 white people and the rest was Mexicans. So after everybody go to sleep after eating breakfast, I stayed up and was watching TV. And they run a Law and Order marathon all day, every day, for some reason. But this cable television. But you cannot have the remote. The remote is outside somewhere. I think it's by one of the desks. But the guards roam around the whole time. And there's multiple guards in each zone. So the guard who liked me, the girl who we gonna get to that part in the story that to me coming the farthest I ever came before in my life. She come and it was already on the news. I asked her, can she turn to channel 34 because that's what Law and Order is on. And everything cool. I'm sitting on the wow. I was just talking to my homie about Freddie Gibbs. Tell me why this nigga DJ Academics just posted a video talking about the sad story of Spready Gibbs. This nigga was spreading his ass on on FaceTime for a girl.
Come on now.
She
Damn.
threatened to post that shit if you don't send her money. Wow.
Come on, I got out there like that, man.
Right.
So for you.
But so I'm sitting on the table watching Law and Order, and behind my back, instead of coming up and asking me, like, hey bro, when it's going commercial, can I turn it to the news to see something real quick or something like that? This Mexican dude went behind my back, and whenever the guard walked by, he asked her to change it. But she got to go get the remote. She don't never keep the remote on hand because you'll never know what might happen. So she go get the remote and come back. And whenever she change it, it's like something possessed me. It was the Law and Order demon. I turned around immediately because in jail, I grew my beard out and I wore a white t-shirt on my head, and they used to call me Taliban because I looked like a part of Al-Qaeda. So, and everybody called me Taliban, like the blacks, the whites, the Mexicans, everybody, even some of the guards. So, I broke my neck when I'm like, what the fuck? And I immediately turned up. So, I told the lady guard, turn that shit back. She turned it back because she wanted to, you know what I mean, meow. And that was our little thing. She would meow like a cat and I would bark like a dog. And she liked that. You feel me? So I get on demon time with bro. I'm like, bro, you got me fucked up. I'm like, so you gonna go behind my back and just try to get her to change the channel instead of coming to me when you know I'm the only motherfucker watching this bitch, everybody else sleep, nigga, and I'm sitting on the table visibly watching this motherfucker, and I guess I turn up so much, everybody else wake up. You feel me? I'm zeroed in on him, not noticing everybody else wake up. So, and this is a big Mexican dude, big stocky Mexican nigga. And he got I think it's his last name or something, but it's in big letters on his back. And I'm like, nah, bro, you got me fucked up. I'm like, you know what? Let's step in the shower real quick, because the shower was in the basically the bird cage with us. Like everything was in the bird cage with us. The phones, the toilets, and the toilets wasn't no stalls or nothing. It's 2 literal toilets just sitting there. And you had to either put your blanket up to cover you taking a shit or anything like that, or just do it in the open. So I'm like, yeah, nigga, let's just step in the shower. The shower was the only thing that had a curtain. So think about this. It's 48 of us in one big ass cell, and it's only one shower. Like, and 2
Damn.
toilets. So I'm telling this nigga like, let's step in the shower, this, and that. I see 4 Mexican people like walk up behind him. So I'm thinking, oh shit, we finna start a race war in this bitch. That's what it's finna be. But I'm still zeroed in on him, watching him like, nah, nigga, let's go. And he bitching up, like he quiet and shit and not saying nothing. But I'm looking at this nigga dead in his soul, like, nah, bitch ass nigga, what's up? You want to change the channel behind my back? Nah, nigga, I'm ready to die about this Law and Order, nigga. And I was. That's literally what came out my mouth. I literally was. So he refused to step in the shower. And then the lady guard who liked me, she's standing right by the bars just watching this shit. Usually they'll have to call a code if any altercations happen. So she watching me go in on this nigga. Everybody watching me go in on this nigga at this point. Well, this Mexican at this point. So when he refused to step in the shower, I'm like, nigga, what's up? We can fight right here, nigga. I said, nigga, if you even turn up the volume on this bitch, I'm knocking your bitch ass out. I was that ready to risk it all over Law and Order. Because, I mean, shit, at that point, I ain't had nothing to lose. You fuck with my Law and Order, you fucking with my sanity in this bitch. Because at that time, I ain't had no release date. I ain't had none of that. All I had was when a motherfucker come visit me. That's it. So, well, in phone time, when I talk to people on the phone, that's about it. So, he was scared to do that. He was scared to get out there. So, you know what the Mexicans did to this nigga, Chris?
What they do to him, bro?
Man, they took this nigga mat, the mat he sleep on, put that shit by the door, like by the cell doors. You remember the 2 doors I was talking about? They put that shit by the doors. They
Damn.
took this nigga commissary in front of him because it's a thing with Mexicans in jail. If you scared to fight or you refuse to fight another race and they trying to like get at you, the Mexicans disown you. So all the tattoos he had, they had to be whacked out. So they put his mat by the door. One of his people pissed on the mat. Then all of his people just grabbed his commissary bag and dispersed it amongst them. And literally even took the nigga commissary bag. It's like a big clear duffel bag that every inmate get. And they took his shit. And he's standing right there. And they tell the guard, whenever the guard came back around, the lady guard, they like, yeah, come get him. Come wrap his ass up before you come back and this bitch ass nigga dead. And I'm like, damn, like, they go that hard? Until the next time I seen this nigga, I was on my way to a visit. Tell me why all the tattoos he had on his arm, nigga, his whole arm was just black. Like, literally, they whacked out all of the shit on his arm. Because
it could have been worse. They could have cut that shit out.
But, nigga, the word got around jail quick. Like that, nigga, like, because I went to the visit that same day. Like, later that day around, like, 4 or 5 o'clock. Nigga, by the time I seen him, his whole arm was black. And I couldn't see his back because he had his jumper on, but I'm pretty sure that shit was whacked out too.
Damn.
So that's what made the lady guard fucked with me even more because of that, because she was like, oh, so you ain't just a pretty boy. But I had tattoos on my face and shit, so like, I guess she thought like I was just like a pretty boy that just decided to get tattoos and I'm in there for some random or like some drug dealing or something. But I'm like, nah, go look up my charge. She come back. She was like, You killed 2 people? I'm like, yeah. What you thought I was in here for? Some pee-wee shit? She was like, no, I just didn't expect you to be that. Like, that shit turned me on. And I'm like, word? Like, but
Skiki,
the other
skiki.
motherfuckers is around. Like, literally, she talking into the bars, bro. Like, into the big ass bird cage. So everybody can hear her saying this shit. So, uh, I be barking sometimes, that I did that whenever she was walking away from the bars that day. And then she turned around, she said, meow. I said, whoa. Like, and that
Okay.
was the first time, like, that shit actually, like, kind of turned the nigga on. Like, I ain't never had no, feeling like that from a female like that. But she's a cougar. So it was even more of it was a purr in her shit that was just,
You
so,
got to have it.
boy. So, I never got mail when I was in there. Cause motherfuckers rather come visit me or I could call them on the phone rather than mail. So, she only worked Wednesdays and Sundays. So one day, well, no, this was Sunday. They did mail call. She came to the cell and was like, well, she don't come in the cell. She stay outside the bars. She come to the bars and say mail call. Um, she said like 3 people name, and then she said my name, and I'm looking. I'm like, what the fuck? I asked her. I'm like, me, but I'm asking from my bed, and she like, yes. I get up. Well, she was like, yes, you. I get up because I'm on the last bed all the way to the right. So I'm bed number 23, but I'm on the bottom bunk. So like I actually had a good time there because like usually like the jail beds is so small, you'll fuck around and fall off that bitch. You feel me? So I'm glad I wasn't at the top because the floor was like marble, like cement marble type shit. Um, and the beds is metal, so like you can fuck around, hit your head on that bitch and be done. Um, but I'm on the bottom bunk, and my shit is up against the wall, so like literally, I can basically lay to my side and be on the wall and the bed at the same time. So another motherfucker left, and I took his mat. And in jail, you can't double mat. You cannot have 2 mats. But they got like this mattress cover to where you put the cover over the mattress so you don't sleep on the mattress because like the mats they be having, like niggas be having infections and shit and have to lay on that shit. So like whenever you get the mat, you gotta get some sanitizer. Like they got this thing like a bottle, a spray bottle, and it just say sanitizer on it. Like it's like industrial sanitizer and shit. Bob Barker, right?
Yeah.
From The Price is Right.
Yeah.
Nigga, 99% of the jail shit he own. Like this
Nah, I
nigga
ain't know that shit.
invested
My
in
grandma
jail,
used
like,
to watch this damn show faithfully in the mornings.
bro. And that shit fucked me up too because like our jumpsuits, the tag it said Bob Barker on it. Our jail slides it said Bob Barker on it. Nigga,
That's
even the
crazy.
drawers we bought from commissary had Bob Barker on it.
That's crazy as
And when
hell.
I asked about it, I'm like, "Is this the actual Bob Barker?" Because I asked the lady guard who fucked with me, and she was like, "Yeah, you'll be surprised how many famous people invested in these jails down here. It's a lot of money." And I'm like, "Damn!" I'm like, "How much money?" She was like, for every inmate that's in here for the night they spend here is $14,000 per person. Nigga, in our pod alone, what the fuck is it thundering outside? In our pod alone, it was 48 people. Nigga, think about
That's
having
crazy.
48 roommates in a small ass apartment.
Yeah, that's
With one
crazy.
shower, 2 toilets, and 2 phones. So whenever I got the mail, nigga, it wasn't from nobody I knew, because I looked at the address and I was confused because the address was just a name. I opened that bitch up, nigga, it was pictures of her. It was a picture
Dang.
of her like showing her ass, like looking back. And these was like Polaroids, nigga. So I don't even know where the fuck she got a Polaroid. A
She
Polaroid
old school,
camera.
nigga. She old school. She a daggone cougar. She got that old school classic stuff in the damn
It
in the
had to be.
crib.
So it's a Polaroid of her looking back, ass just fat. Um, it's a Polaroid of her with her puss open with her finger in it, looking in the camera. Is
Yeah.
one with her shit spread like this, with her finger spreading that motherfucker. It's one with her one leg behind her head. I didn't know she was that flexible. That's the one that baffled me. And the
Come on,
last
big
one,
mama.
right,
It's over
right.
now.
The last one, she was like turned around. I don't even know how she took that shit, because like no hands was on that motherfucker, so it had to be somebody else there.
But
or it had a timer on it, one or the two. But you know what I mean? I'm in jail, so I can't complain. So, and then it had like a kiss mark on the back, like she put on like lipstick and kissed it. She wrote me a note on the back of that motherfucker, gave me her Facebook name, how I would find her when I get out, because I was telling her, I'm like, shit, I'm not gonna be in here long, because after that scenario happened with old dude, they expedited my release, because remember I told you my lawyer ended up finding a video of the people, my homies trying to kill me.
yeah.
That's when they found the video. My lawyer had found the video and gave it to the DA, and they was trying to expedite my release at that point. So they got tablets in there. On the tablets, you can play to play games. You can pay 25 cents a minute to watch movies. You can text people, but it's 35 cents per text you get and send. And picture text is $1 each, and they get reviewed whenever they get sent. So you can't send a picture out, but you can get a picture in. You can listen to music. So niggas was listening to my music in there. But niggas already knew who I was and shit. And that's about it. That's all you can do. So I looked on the tablet, and I actually had a release date. Before that, it was just blank. And look, everybody have a release date on there. So like, whenever I seen my shit was blank, that's why I was like, shit, I ain't got nothing to lose in here. You feel me? Like, I was just in there.
Yeah.
So I'm letting her know, like, yeah, I ain't gonna be in here longer, this, and that. And she was like, whenever you get out, come find me. Like she gave me all her information. Um, the fucked up part was I ended up getting released on a Tuesday. Man, you don't want to know how bad I wanted to stay at least till Wednesday. But if you stay in there even a day over the time you're supposed to, they gotta pay you money for basically being in there.
Okay.
So the, the night I got them pictures, boy, I put remember I told you I had two mats. So I was actually comfortable. I was actually in that bitch comfortable, bro. I had two blankets. The blankets thin, but they the blankets where you can't tie a knot in them to commit suicide. So
Gotcha.
um I put up the blanket on one side, and remember the wall is on the other side for me. So I really didn't have to put up another blanket. Man, I went to town with them pictures. Boy, tell me why. Because the whole time I didn't beat off, you feel me? Because I'm in jail, you feel me? That's probably why I tripped out on that nigga the way I did over the Law and Order. Cause like it was a lot of shit going on in there. One nigga killed himself in that bitch. He was hanging from the roof. Uh because literally it's like a bird cage. So from the top bunk of the bed, you can actually like jump on a little divider, and because niggas was doing pull-ups from the divider on the roof. That's how we did pull-ups in there. Uh we would put water in the trash bag in the garbage, and we would lift the handles for like pull-ups and shit. And then for like I guess you would call them like dips and shit, we would get a towel, wet it, put it on like it's like a bar on the bunk beds. We'll wrap it around there and like push ourselves back and then pull ourselves up with our arms. We'll push our body weight back. So we had our own little ghetto workout system and shit. uh
Gotcha.
so a nigga was hanging from the roof one night. One nigga uh got his head split open and some green shit was leaking out. I ain't even know niggas had green shit in their brain. Uh, all types of shit. A nigga got cut with a razor. His whole shit was like, the paramedics was riding him past on a gurney or the stretcher. This nigga face was like flapping, nigga, like I was like, fuck, boy, he must have pissed off the wrong motherfucker because they cut his ass. But so I'm beating my shit, boy. I'm beating the fuck out my shit. Nigga, tell me why. I knew it was about to be a big one because like it started hurting for a second. Like, you know when you ain't nutted in a while, that motherfucker come out with force, but it's like backed up. or you ever had to pee so bad and you get to the toilet, or like you gotta pee so bad at night and you gotta get up but you holding your pee in. It was like that feeling, like that little second when you holding your pee in and it just hurt your shit for a second.
Shit.
Boy, that shit happened. And nigga, if the covers were not white, niggas would have knew I was in there beating my shit because nigga, I busted nigga and my shit was pointed up. Nigga, tell me why it splattered all over the cover that was like hanging up on the side of me. So like, nigga, I swear it was like this long, like literally this long across the cover though. So it wasn't just like a solid brick that big. It wasn't just pow. It was like line. It was like a fat ass line just all on that bitch. And nigga, that was just the first shot. That was just the first shot. Nigga, it was like 8 more shots after that, and that shit went everywhere. It got on my jumpsuit. It got and look, whenever I lay down, I don't wear my jumpsuit to bed because like if you sweating them motherfuckers, like you will smell real bad. And if you take a shower, you still gotta put that shit on. We only change out jumpsuits every 2 weeks. So like if you go play handball or if you get to the gym with the actual basketball court, you gotta play in your drawers. So um nigga, that shit went it got on my jumpsuit. And I wasn't even wearing my jumpsuit. I had my jumpsuit under my head as a pillow. So nigga, think about that. My head was resting on my jumpsuit. That shit got on my jumpsuit, on the cover, on the wall. It got on my leg, like below my knee type leg. Uh shit. And what else did it get? Oh well, it went on the mattress cover too. So tell me why I get up because I heard somebody and I thought it was her. So I get up and try to, you know what I mean, pull that dick out on her. Cause I told her I was gonna, you know what I mean, be my meat to the shit. But like I didn't know, you know what I mean, she was gonna still be patrolling the zone. So I get up thinking it's her to show her that dick. Man, tell me why it's one of the old niggas. It's one of the old. I think he the oldest guard there, bro. Like 67, like old as shit. Man, I had to play it off like, bro. I had to play it off like I was getting up to go to the bathroom because my dick was out. And like me and this nigga made eye contact, like, me and this nigga made direct eye contact, like full fledged, like. So he like, oh my god! I'm like, bro, chill. I'm just getting up to go to the bathroom. Because they got this shit in there called a PREA. A PREA is like if you get raped or like somebody threatened to sexually assault you. And you can file a PREA on the tablet and shit. So like nobody will know that you filed it. Because like usually when something happened to people, people would get kites. It's like a little sheet of paper and they'll write down what happened and give it to a guard. But they stopped doing that because you know who did it. Because obviously the motherfucker would go to the bars with the piece of paper. Well, he'll ask the guard for a kite, go to the bars, give it to a guard, and then like the next 30 minutes, he will be moved out and the person that did something to him will be moved out. So they obviously know who did the shit.
Yeah.
So instead of them doing that, they did start doing it on a tablet. So he was like, you know, I should write a PREA on you. I said, bro, nobody sexually assaulted you or raped you, bro. I was getting up to use the bathroom. I was just adjusting my drawers and you just seeing my dick, bro. Like, and he was like, why were you looking at me then? I said, bro, I'm getting up in the middle of the night and what the fuck, like, nigga, I was adjusting my drawers. I looked up and you were staring at me, motherfucker. Like, what am I supposed to do? Look past you, nigga? And he was like, oh, I hope so. You better not let it happen again or you get the PREA. I'm like, bro, whatever. Man, only if he seen my domicile at that point in time, bro, it was nut everywhere. Like, I painted the walls in that motherfucker, literally. Hey, Brenda.
Hello.
So then old girl came back in the zone and I told her what happened. She was like, "No, you wasn't." I'm like, "Yeah, I was. I was beam on me to the pictures you gave me." And she was like, "Don't say that too loud." And I'm like, "What? Who gonna hear me? Like everybody else laying down sleep or something." And I'm like, "Shit, whenever you came over here and was talking to me, meowing and shit, they heard you anyway." And she was like, "You better hope nobody snitch because if I lose my job, I'm gonna be in here with you." And I'm like, "Shit, if you in here with me, shit, we gonna be in here." I don't know how you. So
Hey, okay.
she right. So uh, then she was like, she started like, I guess she started getting into the mood because then she started whispering. She was like, "What picture made you?" And I'm like, what picture made me nut? She was like, "Yeah, which one specifically?" I'm like, "Well, shit, all of them was fine, but uh, I was really the last one I looked at before I did this shit was the one when you was spread that motherfucker open. I was pretending I was in there, I was going in that motherfucker." She was like, "Well, you know I got my tubes tied, so you know if you do, I ain't gonna get pregnant." I said, "Look," I said, "I get out in a few days." Man, that shit was fun, bro. Cause then, like, even before that, she would always like, after that day with the Mexican dude, she would always like, how I know she was around. She'd be like, meow, and she'd do it from all the way down the hall, and I'd just run up to the bar. Boy,
Tell
she
me
loved
after you
that
got out,
shit.
you went and seen that thing.
Nah, I actually didn't. I actually didn't
Come on,
because
man.
whenever I got out, remember I told you, you whenever you get out, you can't get out from that facility. You gotta go back to the facility that you got booked in at. So I went back to that facility, and whenever I went back, I tried to keep the envelope with me in the little pocket, but then they search you. They search you when you leave that facility. Then when you get on the bus, they search you. Then when you go back to the other facility, they strip search you. So like literally, you gotta be butt ass naked and holding your balls and your dick, and literally like you gotta turn around all the way so they see you and see that you do not have nothing, and then you can put your clothes on.
Yeah.
So
I'm
like,
in jail. I fucking got locked up. They make you damn squat and cough out that motherfucker
oh no,
after you
they
turn
don't make us
around
do
and
that
shit.
though. Yeah, they ain't make us do that. That I feel like that'd be too much, but they ain't have us do that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, that shit is OD.
So I forgot to take the envelope out the little jumper pocket. Like whenever I was putting my clothes on. So like whenever I threw the jumper in the bin where all the like the dirty shit that you whenever you leave in jail you throw it in the bin, I left it in there, and then I remember at the last second I asked the guard, I'm like, "Hey, can I go back? I left something in my shit." He said, "If you go back, you getting released with the next set of people." The next set of people was basically the next guards that come in for their shift. So basically that was either he was saying either get released in the next 20 minutes or wait another 5 hours and get released whenever they release y'all after then. And I'm like, damn. I'm like, well, shit, I left something important in that jumpsuit. I can't just go right there and get it. He was like, do you want to leave now or do you want to leave later tonight? And I'm like, bro, it's from my lawyer, bro. Like, I need it. And he was like, all right, well, you leaving later. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I said, pussy is not that important, bro.
Hell no.
I
Time
tried.
to go. Give us
Right. I
free.
tried to remember
Blah,
her
blah,
name
blah.
as much as I could. So then when I did get out, I tried looking up the Facebook, but I couldn't remember her full name. It just kept popping up like a different Facebook. It was some white girl. And I'm like, fuck, bro, like, I can't remember her name. I was thinking to myself, I'm like, damn, should I have just stayed and waited and just got out like 5 hours? Well, I wouldn't even know if it was actually 5 hours later because like it could have been the next hour, 2 hours, you know. But you know what I mean? I wasn't trying to take the chance to see. But I mean, shit,
Shit.
that could have been the love of my life right there, honestly.
If she was watching right now, what would you want
If
to
she
say
was
to her?
watching right now, I let her know like, hey, I miss you. I ain't found a girl that's been riding for me since you and shit. Them pictures really got me through, and your attitude really got me through that shit. Honestly, really hearing that meow down the hallway really brought a smile to my face. Like I was like a kid running, seeing his dad for the first time. I ran up to the motherfucking bars, like no cap. Like I want to let her know she genuinely made me happy. Like, and she made me nut the biggest load I ever put in life. She made me nut the biggest load I ever busted in my life, boy. That was about 7 trillion kids right there. And all of them stuck in jail still.
Damn.
But hey, look, I look. She was, man. Look, honestly, and wholeheartedly, I wouldn't care if she was 40, 45, or whatever. Shit, I would have untied her tubes just with the power of my nut and got her pregnant. And and man, like it
The
was so much
Thundercats.
built up.
Oh!
I'm telling you, it was so much built up frustration from not being able to fuck her, but I could touch her. That like, bro, she took me to visits a couple times to like my people would come visit me and she'll take me over there. Like, uh, she let me get a hug and she'll like tell me to smell her and shit. But like, this what she'll do. She'll act like she's shaking me down. So she'll act like I had something and she'll push me up against the wall and like have my hands behind my back and be patting me down and like hug on me from the back and be like, you smell me? Shit like that. Like just so she wouldn't get in trouble because I asked her for a hug plenty of times. And she'll be like, it's cameras around. If I hug you, they gonna see that and I'm gonna get fired. But I think of a way. And literally after that day, she said she would think of a way. Nigga, the next time I asked her for a hug, she was like, I was actually coming out here to cause you got a visit. So here, I'm gonna show you something. Pull me out the cell for my visit. And even before your visit, you gotta get checked. Like you gotta get searched. So she put me up against the wall, nigga, handcuffed me, and was acting like she checking me. So she behind me doing like this, rubbing on my chest and put her titties on my back. And then nigga, she went down and was like, she stopped right before she touched that meat. Boy, I swear my dick got so hard. Woo! And literally, it just got hard in the nick of time too, cause she touched that thing, boy. Let's just say she ain't know I was coming like that. Hey, cause niggas could talk a big game, but she ain't know I had that sausage, egg, and cheese. But nah, this shit was fun. Honestly, if I ever see her again, which I hope it's not in a jail circumstance, but hopefully if I ever see her again, shit, I put a ring on it.
Shit,
But
you
if
never
she
know.
don't
She
want that,
might run
but
across it one day.
right, if
I
she
was
don't
not
want
even
the
doing that
ring,
no more.
right, if she don't want the ring, then me and her could be together. Fuck it. I rock her world every day. I knock the dust off that pussy. But
Miss Parker, Miss
Miss
Parker.
Parker.
Say a little prayer.
But nah, no kizzy, no cap. That's a female I get name tatted on me because she is a ride or die for real. She was ready to risk her job for me.
You ready to risk her freedom, nigga. She would have been locked the
What?
fuck up too.
What? What? Freedom, job, livelihood, all that. Uh, Randy Yusuf say, I enjoy listening to your stories. I appreciate you. This story will also be on my podcast, Too Hot for TV, on Spotify, sponsored by Spotify. Home of the Goon, home of the Good Burger Cock. Home-
The Arby's brothers. We have the meats.
Yeah, I shouldn't even say home of the Good Burger Cock. I should say home of the Mondo Burger Cock, because my meat is 10 times. But yeah, so for everybody listening, go follow me on my podcast that's sponsored by Spotify on Spotify. Too Hot, TOOHOT, the number 4 TV. By Hot Boy 414. You won't miss it. You just type it in Spotify and you'll find it. Y'all thank my co-host Chris. I'm pointing the wrong way, Chris, and also
Hey,
thank Brenda for showing up. Here I'm gonna show y'all her name. That's Brenda. Thank my big brother, Chris, right here.
hey.
For
Appreciate you for having
always
me,
showing
bro.
love. Y'all can go follow him. Tell him where they can follow you, Chris, and spell it out for him because it's also going on my podcast, so they ain't gonna be able to visually see type shit.
Got you. You can follow me at Chris Browning, aka C Skills on YouTube.
Skills.
Also catch me at Chris A Browning on Instagram and Facebook. There we go. If you can't
And
find that, put in C Skills 1986. Yes, sir.
you can still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can hear
And
you.
and go listen to Chris' song "Don't Waste My Time" on Band Lab. And
Appreciate that.
uh
Nice old school R&B vibe. Yeah. Bringing it back, bringing it back. Check it out.
and
It's fire though.
fire, pure hotness. Brenda, you was gonna say something?
No, no, no.
You
I'm just
want
here
them
to
to go?
listen. Oh no.
I just here to listen. You sound like Melly. More and more every day.
Wait.
But shit. Hey.
Oh boy,
What's
you
I don't
that?
think
smoking
it
that
can.
shit.
Oh, I got it up. It's upside down. Hold on. Let me turn it this way.
You smoking that shit, boy. I
Let
wish I could get like
go.
you.
Let go.
But go ahead, Brenda. Tell them where to follow you at.
I'm just on the views.
I see you on the views right there. I got my views over here too. Hold up now. Don't sleep on me. I keep a views.
I'm just a
That's the old school, but you know, me and Twin
I'm
over
just
there,
a I'm just a nicotine smoker.
L bars. Let's
Yeah,
go.
I'm just a nicotine smoker. I got 10 of these motherfuckers right now, and they all good. I'm smoking all of them back to back to back to back, but all at the same time also. So,
At the same thing. At the same thing.
but Brenda, you ain't got nothing to promote, sweetheart.
No. That's just my IG over there at Lady Bree. That's about it. It's just my IG.
Say it again and spell it out.
There's it there in my name.
But no, remember, I'm telling you, this going on my podcast, so they can't see it. They gotta, yeah,
At
they ain't
Lady
hear it.
Bree. Okay,
Spell it out.
L okay, LADYBRIH at Lady Bree. Yeah.
And and y'all know it's her because it say South Africa. She putting on for the South African queens.
Okay,
Uh,
okay.
Yeah.
she's a good listener. She's a wonderful person. She beautiful. She beautiful and Murford. And and she know how to cook. She know how to clean. She ready to get wiped up, and she want to come to America because South Africa wages is kind of ass, kinda. But you know, she just, you know what I mean. She want a nice husband, a nigga that ain't gonna treat her wrong, cheat on her, or beat on her. Cause if you do, I'm coming for you, and you don't want that, cause I'm coming in you too.
Was it ready?
Right. You beat on Lady Bree. Your mammy can't save you. I'ma tie your ass up and I'ma fuck you in the ass.
Not his ass.
Yeah. I think
Yo.
yeah, I think it's my time to go. I'm saying such shit. No. I'm gonna give it an
Brenda,
hour.
you
It's
ain't got no
58 minutes.
TikTok, Brenda?
Huh?
TikTok, I do.
What's
Is
your
it the
TikTok?
same thing?
I don't do too much TikTok videos. I got no TikTok videos. I just watch.
Oh,
No,
okay.
yeah. But my TikTok it's Cardi Bree, not Lady Bree.
Cardi Bree. Go follow her. Spell it out. Is it CARDI?
Yes,
Uh
BRIH.
oh,
BRIH
okay.
after that.
Yeah, go follow Cardi Bree, not the Cardi B with the ass shots and all that. She all natural.
Now you
You
gotta
hear
make
me?
some videos. Now you gotta post them up now.
She
Yeah,
all
yeah.
natural, like 100% cacao. You hear me? That good chocolate. So, Chris, you got anything else you want to promote, my boy?
Man, nah, man, that don't waste my time. Go check it out on YouTube for real.
You got
About
anything
six
else coming
skills.
up?
Shoot, more music on the way.
Yeah, and me and Chris got some music coming out too. I'm finna send him an open as soon as we get off of here, and whenever he get it finished, we're gonna put it out. It's gonna be on Apple Music, Spotify, United Masters, iTunes, all that. and it's gonna be promoted by Universal Music Group, so it's gonna be everywhere. And y'all go follow me on
Let's
Twitter
go.
at Goon Music 414. You'll know it's me because I got 25,000 followers and I'm only following 700 people. Chris, you got Twitter?
Yeah, I got a Twitter. It's the same, pretty much. C Skills,
Okay.
1986.
I'm gonna look up your Twitter after this, but go follow me so I can follow you back. Brenda, you got a Twitter?
No.
Okay, well, make one, so we can be fooling and ghouling on Twitter and shit. Cause I'm also
Yeah.
going live on Twitter one of these days, so I can stay engaged with my Twitter community. But I appreciate y'all. Not y'all, but I do appreciate y'all. I appreciate all the viewers. I appreciate my co-host, Mr. C Skills, even more.
Hey, let go.
Brenda, fuck you. No, I appreciate Brenda too.
Thank you for coming, Brenda.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
And I appreciate my nigga Hefe. We salute y'all. We gone.
All right, y'all. Peace.